Welcome to the Hendersonville, North Carolina audio public art tour. This episode features the Veterans Mural on the building at 135 4th Avenue East. The mural faces east overlooking King Street. This 92-foot by 20-foot painting features local military heroes and their families. It was painted by Andrea Martin, an interior designer, artist, and muralist based in Hendersonville, North Carolina. She is a native of Henderson County and owns Meliora Cabinetry in downtown Hendersonville. She has painted dozens of murals all over the Southeastern United States. After being moved by the story of a veteran that experienced criticism, stress, and negativity after returning from Vietnam, Andrea was motivated to find a building in which she could paint a mural in tribute to all veterans. She had to be persistent and resourceful to make it happen, working with the building owner, navigating city regulations, trying to find time while working another full-time job, and enduring the challenges of painting her first mural. She overcame them all and completed the mural. To her surprise, it won a national award for the most striking mural in the nation in 2016. Andrea starts by telling us how she found the building and the perseverance she had to exhibit to make it happen. Then she will describe each of the images in the mural and their meaning and symbolism.
I have to do something to let these veterans know that if nobody else is thankful, I'm thankful. And so I'm driving down King Street in downtown Hendersonville, and there's a mural of downtown Hendersonville that had been there since I was a young child. And it was on this 90-foot wall. And I was like, I'm gonna paint that wall. And I keep in mind, I've never painted a mural. And I contacted the owner of the building. They wouldn't let me talk directly to him. I was like, hey, I want to paint your building. Like, he needs to call me back. Well, he wouldn't return my calls. So finally, I just went in there and I was like, listen, I want to paint your building. You don't have to pay me a dime, but let me have your building. So long story short, I sat down with him and I told him my goal to honor veterans. His dad or mom had been in the Army. So he was like, I'm fine with it. And then I was like, holy cow, like now I'm going to paint this building.
What have I gotten myself into?
Exactly. I wasn't expecting him to say yes.
Oh, that's great.
And so I chose local veterans to be on the wall from each branch in the service, and obviously an apple tree. I wanted the American flag to be prominent. Starting from the left, we have the American flag. I intentionally made it tattered so that it portrayed the veterans that actually do return home. They're not the same, and they all need the support and love of their families to build them back up. I hand painted the bricks to look like bricks because whenever I started, I had it primed gray, but I still wanted it to have that brick look. So I made all those bricks are hand painted. We have the apple tree, which is representative of Hendersonville.
Mm-hmm.
And from the left, we have Leela Varnador, who is standing underneath the tree, the blonde little girl. Her daddy never met her. Her mom was pregnant with her when he was killed in action in Afghanistan, and she is holding his dog tags. Then we have Ava, her sister, who was very small whenever her dad was killed. They have the same dad. And she is holding a folded flag to represent not just her and Leela, but also the other children of Henderson County that are free because of our veterans and everything that they've done. Then we have Terry Varnador on his knee handing her the folded flag. And that represents the veterans giving us all our freedom. Terry was killed in a helicopter crash in Afghanistan. Terry is a native of the area. Next, we have Jesse Casada, who was served in the Marines. He went to East Henderson High School and he was 19 when he was killed. The rest of his unit was on the roof in combat. He shot and protected them while they all left and got off the roof. When he stood up to leave, he got shot and killed. Then we have Jessica Bain, who represents the Coast Guard. We have Todd King, whose story is unbelievable. He represents the Air Force. He was in Operation Iraqi Freedom, And it was the suicide bomber in the Green Zone Cafe in Baghdad. You know, that was supposed to be the safe place. That's where they were eating dinner. He flew 30 or 40 feet, busted his eardrums, loaded with shrapnel. He barely made it. Just a true hero. Also, to the right of these men and women is the Battlefield Cross, which represents everybody that was killed in combat. It's a helmet with a gun in the boots. I would just get up on the lift and paint and enjoy the sunrise sometimes because the sun rises facing the mural. I had so many people stopping by. It took me about 45 days, not consecutive. It took me a year because I did it on the weekends because I work full time. So many people stopping by to cheer me on or to thank me, or some telling me, hey, you left this off. And I'm like, well, I'm still up here painting, so not technically done. Everybody wants to tell me what I haven't done. But I met the best homeless man named Earl. And Earl was a veteran. And Earl would come see us every night, me and my son Braden, because Braden had to come with me. But Earl would come and we would talk, and he would bring his bicycle for Braden to ride. And I just developed so many great friendships painting that mural. I got a call from the paper, Hendersonville Lightning. He called me and he was like, how do you feel about winning this award? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, well, in California, they had a big award ceremony last night, and your mural, the Veterans Mural, won most striking mural in the nation. America in Bloom is a nationwide organization that goes around to small towns and large towns to see what improvements they've made. And then they base awards off of your downtown, your planters, your flowers, your murals. Like, what are you doing to make your town better? So America in Bloom toured downtown Hendersonville. Then they had an award ceremony in California, and the Veterans Mural was awarded most striking mural in the nation in 2016. That was pretty shocking since it was my first mural ever. But I was so honored, but I was also so happy that people were recognizing the veterans and putting a glimpse to this mural. In my opinion, the more people that see, the better.
We hope you enjoyed seeing and hearing about the Veterans Mural. Thanks to Andrea Martin for her hard work in painting it and telling us all about it. If you would like to hear the full interview with Andrea to learn more about her background and her work, visit dotellpodcast.com and look for the episode featuring her. Thanks so much to our sponsor, the Henderson County Tourism Development Authority, based in Hendersonville, North Carolina. For more info, check out their website at visithendersonvillenc.org. Thanks also to the nonprofit STEEP Incorporated, STEAP, which stands for Storytelling, Education, and Arts Programs. Learn more about STEEP at steep.net. Thanks for venturing on the Hendersonville Audio Public Art Tour. We hope you enjoyed it. Please like, follow, and subscribe, and tell all your friends and family about it.